Hey everyone, so today on our talk show, we have with us Mr. Jatin Asher, who runs a travel and tourism agency called Travelscapes. And instead of me telling more about it, I think Jatin would be the right person to tell how he started this journey and how all started. So, Jatin, over to you. Welcome to the show today. And
Thank
would
you.
like to know how you started your entrepreneur journey under Travelscapes.
Okay, it all started in the year 2008 when I was working for a company named Travel Guru. That was my last job. I was working there as a business development manager for Gujarat and Goa. I worked with that company for almost a year, but then I was really sick and tired of doing yes, boss all the time. And one fine day, I came home and I told my wife that I'm going to quit my job and going to start my own company. So as usual, you know, family how they are. They will always, stop you, protect you. No, business is not our cup of tea. We are from working class people. You should do continue your job. This is a good paying job. You should do. But I was very adamant, and I said no. I want to start my own company. So 9th October 2009, Travelscapes was born, and that is how it all started. I had before that I have already worked for almost you can say 12 years for different companies to gain experience. And when I started Travelscapes, I had kept a very meager target of achieving a turnover of to 25 lakhs. So then I started slowly and gradually started doing email marketing. That time email marketing was really very good and people used to respond. But first day nobody responded. Second day nobody responded. I used to shoot almost 25-30,000 emails a day. And third day nobody responded. So I started losing faith, that whether this will work, whether this will not work, I don't know. But my wife was very supportive. She said, okay, you do it for another 2 days. If nobody responds, you go back to your job. So fourth day, I again shoot almost 30,000 mails and I got 4 replies. So that is how I got my first client also from there. And it all started from there. And slowly and gradually, I started achieving my goals. And within 6 months, I achieved a target of almost 57 lakhs of turnover. So almost double of what I had set. Came into travel industry through a wrong number, actually. So when I was just 17, I was just sitting at home after passing my uh, 10th standard. And one fine day, a wrong number rang at my place. And person happened to be a Gujarati. And I don't know, it was an instant spark. And he happened to ask me, what do you do? I said, I'm doing nothing. So he offered me a job. Would you like to work? I said, yes, I can work. Take down the address and you come down for an interview tomorrow. So that is how I went there. And as usual, I carried my CV, but there was nothing in my CV except my name and address and phone number. That's all I had in my CV because there was no experience. I was totally raw. So when I handed over my CV to that gentleman, he made me sit and he tore my CV and threw it in the dustbin because he was very agitated with someone. I don't know what went wrong, but that was how my interview was. And after 45 minutes odd, he asked me 3 questions. He said, "Do you know accounts?" I said, "No." Do you know computers? I said, "Yes." "Will you go out for sales and marketing?" I said, "No." Okay, ठीक है, काल की आवी जाजे. That is what he said. I never asked my salary. What was my salary? I knew nothing. And for the first month, I was paid 500 rupees. That was back in 94. That is where my journey started into travel and tourism. So today, after 27 years of travel and tourism industry, I'm sitting right in front of you.
Wow. So we can say Travelscapes has come under the umbrella of an experienced person who was already into travel and tourism
Yes,
industry.
yes.
You
I
can't
had
bear
a
about
12, almost 12 years of experience into travel and tourism before I started Travelscapes. Almost 12 years, you can say. So my first job lasted for almost 6.5 years, and That is where I gained all the experience to do ticketing, to do visas, to do insurance, to do packages, holiday designing, everything I learned from that gentleman.
That's an amazing story, I guess, because like learnings take you forward. So you
Absolutely.
learn a lot from, even from jobs as well, from corporate jobs or like whatever jobs we do. They teach us a lot, especially when we are freshers.
Yes,
Because that's the time when we mold ourselves. We are having that mind to accept the learnings, like
correct,
whatever is being
correct.
offered to us.
Yes,
So that's also something that makes a base, that makes a foundation for us, and then like the journey is all ours, like what we choose.
yes. And I was very determined, that I wanted to learn because the boss was a juvenile diabetic and he was an angry young man. We were all youths. I was 17, he was 25, his brother was 23. We were all young people. So the company was also very, very young. And when we started, we also started with a very meager turnover of 25 lakh. And slowly and gradually, we went on to do a turnover of almost 4 crore. So that is where 6.5 years was my learning phase, where I learned everything into travel and tourism, the head and tail, inside out of travel.
Wow. So basically, like if you see, like that in turn becomes your brand value, because like if we talk about like adding value to your brand, we always say that give something in return so that you can like get returns. Like that's something that
Yes,
I always say to my
yes,
community, that
yes.
if you want your ROIs to increase, first give, like learn to give, learn to add value, and then definitely your ROIs are something that will be a byproduct of whatever you do.
In BNI also, we have a very simple policy: givers give. Okay, so I always believe in giving something extra to my client. Always, always. If I have committed to you, say suppose for example, I'll committed you booked a package through me for a 4 star. If it is possible and if it is within my reach, I'll upgrade to you to the 5 star. Without even you asking, I'll just do it by myself. That gives you an added advantage. Sometimes you say, or even clients like it. "ये भाई surprise कर दिया." I asked for 4 star, he gave me in the same price, he gave me 5 star. Sometimes we have deals. Okay, by 5 star ka deal is better than a 4 star. So we give them a complimentary upgrade. So
Right.
that is how you win your clients and they stay with you. Some clients are with my one client is like that, whenever he goes overseas, whenever he comes back, he just calls me, Jatin bhai, come home, take my passport, keep it with you. Whenever is the next trip planned, you do the needful and take your money. That is how clients are. I can show you the passports also. They are just lying with me in my bag.
That's the amount of trust, I guess, that
Yes,
building up with
you
your.
had that is why I said no. Only one word connection is what you need to have with your client.
Wow.
You need to have proper connection.
Right. And like right now, we've seen like the past 2 years have been like, a disaster for many of the industries, and travel and tourism has also been affected widely, like around the world. So like how did you come out of this whole pandemic
See,
era or the pandemic life?
travel and tourism industry was affected 15 years ago when the OTAs came, like Make My Trip and Yatra and Clear Trip and whatnot. So they had already put a dent. So OTAs have already, you can say substandard everything. They have just to gain the client. They have gone and made huge losses and given them bookings. And sometimes, clients also feel betrayed that, see, for example, if you were to book a Taj and Taj is available for 10,000 rupees, I'll sell it at least 10,100 to you. I'll at least earn 100. But what do OTAs do? They'll give you for 9,500 and you feel that they're giving a better deal. But it is not like that. They're putting 500 rupees from their pocket and gaining the client. And next time, when it comes to refunds or some issues happen, they make you hold for 2 to 3 hours. I'll give you an live example of my neighbor, and he had booked his whole package through an OT. I'll not take the name here, but then due to pandemic, before pandemic started, he was to travel to Northeast, and he booked the whole package through an OTA. And what happened? Lockdown came, and he couldn't travel. So for 2 months he was fighting with the OTA and they were not giving the refund because they have a very fine print, that you read our terms and conditions. In one ticket they'll give you 2 pages of terms and conditions, and it is such a fine print that nobody reads today. Today, even you, as a layman, when you go and book on OTAs, you will just see, by Bombay Ahmedabad is available for 2,500. Jatin is charging 2,800. He is charging more. I'll book it on OTA. But then when refund comes, and when you go and fight with them, they will not come on the line. They will make you hold for 3 hours, 5. And this fight of my neighbor lasted for almost 6 months. Then he came to me. कि भाई ऐसा ऐसा हो गया, what should I do? I said, I will help you. Since you have my neighbor and you have been staying together for almost 10 years, I'll help you out. So I fought with the airline, I fought with the OTA, and this also lasted for 2 months. And the booking was almost for 1,50,000 rupees. Okay. Where I fought with the airline, I got back 1,31,000 rupees back from the OTA because I had to write. I knew the trade trick. I wrote the mail to ITA. I wrote a mail to TAFI Association, our association, and that is how OTA responded that we are refunding you. And they had put it completely. It is a non-refundable booking. You read our policy. Didn't read our policy. We can't do anything. And that is where the trust factor of a small travel agent comes. Whenever you book it through us, I'll make it very clear. If it is non-refundable, I'll show it to you that it is non-refundable given by the airline itself. But still, certain times we have good relations with the airline. Even non-refundable bookings, we give you a refund. That has just happened today. My client had booked a non-refundable ticket with Air India. I still got him the refund, speaking to the airline that this is a genuine reason. He's suffering with COVID. He's not able to travel. So you give him the refund. They charged the nominal fees and they refunded the amount back.
Right.
That is why I always encourage my passengers to, book it through a travel agent. See, I am also there sitting with my business, but my experience counts, my relationship counts, everything counts. And that is how I have survived this pandemic. And second good reason is I am an expert in visa. With God's grace, whenever I have taken visas in my hand, my visas have not got rejected. My rejection ratio for US visa is only 2%. Out of 100, only 2 gets rejected. So that is how I have survived the pandemic part. Yes, it was on standstill for almost a year, but now slowly and gradually it is moving.
Yeah, that's something like that. Almost every industry saw, like, we just took time to take that leap and move ahead. And like those that have moved ahead have seen a difference happening. Like some of them have chosen different strategies of work. Some of them have chosen different ways to work, of different kinds of products and services to offer up post pandemic, and like people have survived. And the only way that you can survive a situation, that I believe, is that you need to take actions. Like you can't keep on sitting like on the way you were and like thinking that I'll be the same way that I was. So
you have to adapt to new situations, new ways of working. You have to find out ways, to get in touch with your clients, make new products. You have to, adopt everything. You have to change. You have to adapt the change.
And as a part of the change, we have also seen like technology overpowering the businesses a lot. So like for you, I would say, like, you were, as you told, like, when you started that time, only you were hitting with the email marketing campaigns, like, you were sending emails. So that was back in 2009. Now if I talk in 2022, so what are the technology perspectives of Travelscapes? Like, what
honestly speaking, I am the same old person doing my same way of marketing. I call up my client and speak to him. I still build the business the same old fashioned. I really don't rely on technology. I'm very weak with social media. I'm though I have every account. I have Facebook, I have Twitter, I have Insta, but I don't use it because half the things I don't know. And I have never taken that initiative to learn. So, but yes, my daughter is there who tries to teach me because she is a tech savvy person and she has also her own company. She designs my flyers and everything. But yes, I think I need to now move on to social media. But I'm really weak with social media, to be very honest.
Yeah. No, like if you talk about social media, it's just a part, like if
Yes,
we talk on technology on large terms, I guess like it's the experience that you give to consumers
correct.
or your clients through technology that matters in a business, because it's
Yes,
not only social media. Sometimes people misinterpret it, that it's only about the number of followers. Today, even if you see our followers, you'll hardly find any. The reason is
correct.
very simple, because we're not doing anything there. We're not getting
Hmm.
clients from there. So we are not concentrated there. Let's be very honest.
Okay,
Like
okay,
you need to be concentrated from where you're getting clients. Like right now, I'm not concentrated towards my social media because I know I'm not getting my clients from there. Once I see getting
okay.
response from there, definitely I'll put in my efforts into that field. But if you see like as technology as a medium which provides a experience to your clients, like from having email systems to having like a short form that can be filled up, or to having like the way that you collect your database so that it helps you like when do my clients occasionally plan travel trips, for suppose like for your business, like I'm just taking an example. So like technology is not just bounded with using social media or using emails or using phone chats or WhatsApp bots or like chat bots. It's about providing a customer experience that you provide to your clients, and you complete that circle. Like you bring an ecosystem, you create an ecosystem for them so that they are there. Because like physical businesses, how they used to happen, like people, once they are inside your shop, they are in an ecosystem, they get a vibe. Especially like we go into
Correct. They are in your
restaurants even
zone,
today.
basically.
Yeah, even today, like you visit restaurants, you visit resorts, you get a vibe there and you feel nice. That's the ecosystem that they have created, that people feel very nice coming inside, and they want to come again and again. So
Right.
same way, like when we strategize digital ecosystems for the businesses, that's something interesting that we normally talk to, like people with our clients and even like with our community members, that it's not just about one element. It's how like you connect all the elements and make an experience for your customers. So
Yes.
I'm damn sure like you will also be using and creating new experiences on
Yes.
Travelscapes, and we'll be experiencing.
I'm very specialized into customized because I design all my packages holidays based on the customer's requirement. I don't sell everything ready to cook. Mine is totally experience based. Whenever you book a package through me and whenever you book a package through a different agent or an OTA, it will be totally different. Secondly, I always tell my customers that if you want experience, you come to me. But if you want to have Fafda Jalebi in Paris and Ambanuras in Rome, then I'm not the client. I'm not the travel agent for you. But if you want really a travel experience, because see, you're spending lakhs of rupees going there for certain experience. You're not going there to eat. But Gujarat clients, they don't understand, because Hina and other travel agents have really spoiled the market, giving them all these luxuries. But see, travel is all about experience. Why would a person travel? You tell me. Why would you travel?
Yeah,
To
mostly.
de-stress yourself, to
Yeah,
create memories, right? To
right.
create memories. Travel. See, if you were to go to Switzerland, you're not going to go every month.
Hmm.
If you were to go to Northeast, you're not going to go every month. You're going to go for once, maybe twice. If you are very rich, you'll go thrice, but not more than that, right? So definitely your first travel is first experience. So that is what we create for our clients. I always tell them that you travel, and when you are traveling, explore the place, not explore the food. Yes, food is a very integral part. You should take care of it, and I also take care of it in a very detailed way. I tell whenever I design an itinerary for my clients, I tell them what are the nearby restaurants, what you can have, how far they are, whether they are walkable, not walkable, how you can, what would be the timing kind of it. We do this little bit of research and tell the client, but it is solely your discretion, because whenever it is a group tour, I am there to serve you. But if it is not group, if you are traveling on an individual FIT basis, then definitely you are on your own. So I can give you this information, but whether to work on this, use this information, not to use this information, absolutely your choice. And secondly, my all travel is based on experience. I don't create any itinerary just for making it, for the sake of making it. You should actually experience the place. When you're spending even 10,000 rupees with me, it has to be experience based.
Wow, that's amazing. So we can say travel escape designs experiences. Yeah.
Absolutely, you can
That's
say that. In
amazing.
other words, yes, I am little expensive than the market, but yes, I charge for my experience, I charge for my integrity, I charge for what I'm giving you. And I'm 100% sure whenever I say, if I give you this thing, it will be little bit more than what I say. You know, there is always an element of surprise which I give it to my clients. Sometimes you go, I designed one package for a honeymoon couple to Maldives. Without saying, he booked Sheraton with me. I gave him an upgrade to Taj Water Villa with a private butler, private jacuzzi, and he called me from Maldives itself. You just made my honeymoon super good in the same price.
Wow.
So this is how we do. If it is within my reach, I'll definitely try and help the guest
Yeah.
as
And
much as I can.
customization is effective in today's world. It
Yes.
really affects
And
people.
everyone has a different taste, Sakshi. Today, you may like adventure, somebody may like relaxation, somebody may like water sports, somebody may like something else, you know. So that is how we design.
Wow. So basically, what are the services like, that you offer under Travelscapes?
So we do holiday packages for in domestic and international. Then we are specialized into visa services, especially for US, Canada, and UK. That is my specialty. Third services, we do overseas insurance for the guests. Fourth, we do a lot of air tickets also. We have promotional corporate fairs for clients. We can serve that also. Maybe you can check on an online if you are getting a Bombay Delhi ticket for 5,000. Sometimes we have a deal for 4,000. You know, so we do corporate fairs also on air tickets. And I don't do railway tickets, but because that's not my forte and I don't know how to do it. So this is all we do.
Wow.
And third, and the most important aspect is my wife handles that department. That is passport. Our specialty is passport. If you are stuck with your passport anywhere in Mumbai, we can help you out.
Wow. That's amazing. So, every business has a vision, to grow ahead and like move forward in the industry, bring out more differences in people's life, add value. So, what is your thought process for the next 5 years down the line?
See, next 5 years down the line is something, we want to do group departures now, especially catering specialized clientele. We are just coming up. Just to give you an idea, we are coming towards with woman-centric travel, specially designed for women. It will be a totally different experience where we will be, we have certain females who are very adventurous. They love a lot of adventurers like biking and uh, trekking and all that stuff. So we have created an itinerary for them, and that is what we are coming up with, especially women centric tours. And then we will be having certain things for senior citizens as well. So this is how we are going to plan. And next 5 years, my vision is, you know, before pandemic, my turnover was somewhere around 3 to 4 CR, and that is what I used to do. One-handed. I don't have any staff. Me and my wife. That is the only two people do everything on our own.
So you handle it all alone?
Yes, yes, I do it everything all alone.
Okay.
Yes, but next 5 years down the line, I'm looking once the pandemic is properly over and things fall back to normal, and then we will be, strategizing, doing a little research in the market as to what has changed in the mind of a traveler. I have to think from the traveler's perspective, not as a travel agent's perspective, but as you as an individual. Now, how would you like to travel post pandemic?
Right.
So we
Exactly. There are many
as
things that have, that have started coming up in people's mind when they're traveling. So definitely, like the way people used to travel is a lot changed now, and their choices must have also changed. Like the
right.
destinations, the choices, the way that they would like to travel. So I guess that's something that's coming into my mind impromptu, but that's I guess like that's something that will change post pandemic, and that has even changed right now.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, that's amazing insights coming down from you, and
Thank you.
it has been an amazing session. And like me and my team from Mindynamics wish success for the years to come for Travelscapes, for you, for your wife, and definitely like I think your the duo can do great wonders in the
Thank you.
coming
Thank you so
years to
much.
come.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for today's short talk and for the beautiful insight that you shared with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to, talk with you.
Thank you. As a business owner, I have been through journeys of ups and downs. I have been through a journey where my physical health was not supporting my mental health, and that both started conflicting and it started affecting my business. I know many of you are in such situations. I know we are in such situations as a solo business entrepreneur where we get stuck at one place and we find it very difficult to move on. Fortunately, I had mentors in my life who supported me always and helped me at every stage of my business. I could get this, but I know many people don't get this all. I could relate to the concept because I was from a corporate background. But I know the pains of the people who are not from a corporate background. They have never done jobs, but they start with a business model. Now, if you are someone who is a solo entrepreneur running the business solely, then I have something for you. Here is a book that I have curated specially for solo entrepreneurs and small business owners. We have some motivational stories, some business secrets revealed by some of the top entrepreneurs who are successfully doing their business today. Right away, just click down in the description box, click on the link and grab your copy today.